I really think, we've been talented the last 2 years too. I think we have some more talent at some positions. But we didn't win a Super Bowl 2 years ago because we were the most talented team in the NFL. I think that's part of that's only one piece of it. There's the other piece is how well you come together as a team, staying healthy. The positions that guys are put in. I mean, all of these things go into winning football games. So I think that yeah, we have talent, but I've seen a bunch of talented teams do absolutely nothing. I think I've been here for a couple of those years, so I'm not too hung up on the talent whatsoever.
Hey, Jason, the offensive line hasn't practiced together yet. Does
Sure.
Does the continuity you guys have kind of supersede that? The fact that you haven't had a summer together, how do you weigh that?
Supersede that? What do we mean by supersede that?
The fact that you've spent time together in the past, does that make up for the fact that you haven't practiced together this summer?
Yeah, a little bit. You still want reps. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, I've had plenty of reps now. Next to Brandon, I've definitely had plenty of reps next to him. I was fortunate a little bit to work with V a lot this off season, so we're able to build some continuity. We really haven't seen him too much of guard before this off season and the entire preseason. So, I feel comfortable with whoever's in there, and I think that most of the guys on the line do. I think that hopefully as we get going through the season, we'll get the guys back and everybody will be able to start building that continuity that we've really that's helped us play at an even higher level.
Doug Peterson said he expected Brandon Brooks would be okay for this week.
Sure.
Is that an amazing recovery from that injury?
I don't know. Brandon's a pretty amazing individual, but I think that regardless of who's out there and all that stuff, we're really fortunate on the line to have the guys that we do, and Brandon's certainly a really, really special piece of that.
You talked about the reps that you were able to get preseason, not in preseason games, but just preseason practice. Do you feel like this O-line as a whole, even with Brooks kind of working back, you guys have had enough reps going into week one together?
I think that, obviously in a perfect world, everybody would be healthy and you'd have more reps, but, it is what it is. I think that, we've played next to each other a lot. I certainly feel very comfortable playing next to Brandon Brooks. So I don't really look at it like, we didn't get X amount of reps. The reality is this is the situation, and Brandon's a really, really special player, just like a lot of the guys on our line are. So, I'm ready to play with him. I'm ready to play with any of these guys out here. I'm not really looking at it like that.
Is it good, bad, or it doesn't matter really either way that you get a division opponent to start? There's obviously a little more familiarity than if you got somebody else in week one.
I think I don't know that it matters divisional opponent. I think it's good that we're playing a guy that's, been there for a couple of years and we're not playing some drastically new thing. But, he's going to have some new wrinkles that he's going to roll out and be different than who he's been a little bit to throw us off, I'm sure. But we've got, we played against their system quite a bit. We played against a lot of these players a lot. And now you're just going to have to, in the middle of the game, the first few weeks, you're always kind of trying to figure out, okay, what are they doing different? What are the new wrinkles that they're throwing in there, and how can we adjust?
The Eagles only have 2 tight ends on this roster, but you were kind of touching on the fact that it's more about the personnel matchups right now and kind of versatility for maybe other O-linemen, receivers. Can you expand on that?
Oh, yeah, it's not just, I think this day in the NFL, you got guys can play anything. I think that, tight end is certainly a very versatile position. We'll have a tight end play receiver on, be in a receiver spot, one personnel grouping, then we'll have him be a fullback spot, another personnel grouping. But we also use that in all of our other, we'll use receivers in a blocking situation where they're almost in a tight end spot. We'll use offensive tackles to play tight end. We'll use running backs to play receiver. At this day in the NFL, you're trying to figure out, what personnel does the defense have, and what's going to allow us to be able to create personnel mismatches. And I think that obviously at the end of the day, the front office felt like we only needed 2 tight ends, and we could potentially have a better roster keeping some other guys.
Hey Jason, with Nate Herbig, them keeping him, what did he show you during these past 6 weeks, and I guess going back to the spring as well to make the
Yeah.
decision.
I mean, Nate was a reliable guy. I mean, he went in there and he did his job. He continued to improve. He continued to grow. You know, I think that whenever you're coming out as a rookie, you know, there's especially undrafted, you're going to have to prove that you're a reliable, consistent player. And then on top of that, he's got he's a big guy. He's athletic. He's smart. So there's a lot of things there that the coaches, I think, are excited to work with and excited to see how that develops.
Jason, what sticks out about Deshaun and you know, now that he's back relative to the first time around?
I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, the guy's an unbelievable player. He's fast. He's explosive. He enables us to stretch the field offensively, which in turn opens up things on the ground and things underneath. It makes the safeties play it honest. I mean, there's a lot of things that having a guy like that on the outside does for an offense.
How about maturation as a teammate? Does anything stick out?
I think you can just tell he's older. You know, I think that as guys get older in this league, you just, I don't know, just start to mature a little bit more. I know I have. And I remember quite a few times when I was a young player. Yeah, I think it's just, you know, just age. You know, he's still a great teammate, great person, and you know, I've loved playing with him beforehand now.
With Nate, he had never snapped the ball before in his life.
Sure.
That's kind of a big deal. You know, what kind of adjustment is that to go through? Can you imagine, you know, just going through it at the pro level?
Yeah, well, it's especially hard at the pro level. I can't imagine it because I didn't do that. But you know, I first started snapping the ball, first playing offensive line in college. It took me over a year to really get used to snapping the ball and trying to play offensive line. So the fact that he's been able to do it in a short time and prove that he's consistent enough to be able to get the job done is really, really impressive.
How has he picked up the other aspect of the job, you know, making the calls and everything?
He's a smart kid. That's not going to be his issue. The only issue with that is just, you know, just getting used to it and being loud, you know, making sure everybody gets a call. But, you know, he's more than inept cognitively to do all that. So I think that now it's just repetition and getting used to being the person making all those calls.
Jason, I know some of it was due to injury of the line, but do you think there's any benefit that you guys are going into the season pretty fresh? You didn't have to get banged up too much, and obviously the preseason.
In preseason games?
Yeah, there's something to be said about that.
I mean, yeah, I think that's why they probably didn't play us. I think, you know, you know, there's more and more emphasis being put on, you know, keeping guys physically ready, and I think you can afford to do that when you have some more seasoned guys who have seen a lot of time. You have a younger team, you probably need to go out there and get them as many reps as possible. But, you know, we got a pretty veteran group, especially on the offensive line. So I think that, you know, now it's about kind of making us, you know, physically ready to go, keeping legs fresh. So, you know, it'll be better than being sore and worn down for game one for sure.
I feel like this is the twice-a-year question for you, but Ryan Kerrigan, how much of a competitor is he going up against him?
It sucks. just a guy that, you know, it's relentless. He doesn't stop, and you know, that's the mentality I'm going against. So, as far as competing against him, I had to match it.
Going up against a divisional opponent and a guy like him, can that maybe set a tone for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I just know that anytime I go against him, you got to be on your A game. It's really, in this league, you can't really slack, and if you do, you'll get exposed. But as far as him, he's a class act, fearless competitor, and kind of the heartbeat of their team. And you know, it's another game against him, so you know, another one of many.
How much do you guys like opening up against the division?
I guess we ain't got no choice. No, it's good. I mean, it's you get that win, it definitely kicks off the year right. So that's kind of our focus and our goal.
Doug Peterson said today that he was asked about the talent of this roster, and he wouldn't speak to necessarily being the most talented in the time he's been here, but he said it is definitely the deepest. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, I think we're very talented, but talent doesn't mean that you just go out and win games. Talent, you can go get your ass whooped too. I've seen it happen. There's been lots of talented teams been told that they're talented and go out there and don't do nothing. So I just look at it with no expectations. Just go out there and just try to play with very high intensity, and that's all I can control.
It seems like the messaging is continuing to be everything matters. We saw it on the shirts for preseason.
Mm-hmm.
In your words, what does that message mean this year?
Just with I guess how you prepare for the games, obviously how you play the games and how you can recover and get ready for the next one. And that's really it. And having a good mindset, coming to work every day.
You've said it kind of often that, what you've seen from Carson during the offseason, like he seems like he's going to be back to where he was 2 years ago. What kind of things have you seen from him to kind of give you that indication?
Just how hard he works. I think, all the time he puts in only equate to success. His mindset and really just how he's prepared himself a lot, changed his diet, changed his workouts, and just, he's very serious. And I like that.
Was that, is that different than maybe like in past years? I mean, I know obviously you always worked hard and everything.
Yeah, you're just more mature. I mean, I think you have more time to mature in the offense, have more time to mature in the city, learn and grow, and that's what this business is all about.
Do you see that in Deshaun too, since the first time he was here?
Yeah, Deshaun has kids, so kids are whipping his ass, just like they're whipping mine. So that's what's happening with Deshaun.
You and Kerrigan have had some pretty good matchups in the past. How much are you looking forward to playing him again? What do you need to do to kind of neutralize him?
Like I was telling her, I got to match his intensity. He's just a guy that's relentless, and really he's been the heartbeat of their team for ever since I got in the league in 2013. So just knowing that, and he's a guy that kind of feeds off mistakes early and kind of gets pumped up. So try to keep him contained and match his intensity.
And you guys are carrying 2 tight ends, which means kind of like Andre is probably going to get some opportunities like Isaac did a few years ago to get out there and be the 3rd tight end. I mean, how helpful is that to a rookie?
It's going to be very helpful for us. Just having that big body out there, athleticism. You see a lot in the run game. The tight ends block it, maybe the most important block in a lot of the situations. So having him there is going to help us. And then obviously being swing tackle, if anybody goes down, he can go in and compete.
Just call my family, they're really proud of me. Call my parents, my brothers, first people I call, my grandparents, my uncles, my aunties, everyone who supported me along this way, because as you know, being undrafted is not easy. And I had some dog days, and I'm just happy to be here. I'm ready to get to work.
On that topic, does this validate the decision to leave early in your eyes?
I'm the type of guy, I just feel like I got a chip on my shoulder. I got a lot of people to prove wrong. And for whatever reason why I went undrafted, I just want to prove people wrong that they made a mistake.
How long did you wait to tell JJ that you had made the team?
He's family, so like he's one of the first people I told too. We talked a lot on FaceTime, and I'm going to go hang out with him today. Like we've been together from the jump, and it's just my boy, man.
How did you find out?
I just heard word on the street,
You didn't find out through Twitter, right? That wasn't the thing, right?
No.
Is it hard because they call you when you don't make it, but when you do make it, there's just kind of that waiting period to be sure?
Yeah, I didn't get no call from the Eagles, so I just assumed, I'm back to work on Monday.
Did you have family members calling you asking? They call
yeah, definitely. I was just like, hey guys, the roster's gonna come out eventually. You can look at the roster and then you tell me,
And so do you view yourself as a center now?
I view myself as somebody who will play whatever position they need me to play.
In practice today, what position was that?
It was center today. Played all center today, but if they need me to play guard, I'll play guard. If they need me to play running back, I'll play running back,
Are you starting to like center? I know when I talked to you, you felt like you had less time, and less distance in that situation, but are you enjoying playing center at all? It's a responsible position.
I love it. I just love football, so if it helps me get on the field, I'm starting to get a lot more comfortable at it. Giving a look for the ones defense today is, some of the best guys in the NFL, Fletcher, Malik. So it's good for my development, and however I can help them get ready for their game against the Redskins, I'm going to do my best.
Has been helpful to you. What are some examples of the things that he's done to kind of guide you along?
I mean, he asks me every day, hey, do you need extra work? What do you need today? What can I help with? He'll spend 10, 15, 20 minutes just outside, and we can just be talking, or we could just be working. And he helps out a lot. Anything that I need, he's there for. And it's not you know, like, oh, I got to go inside because I'm tired or this or that. It's like, no, like whatever you need, like I got you. So, I mean, that's probably the biggest thing is that if I need something that needs work on, he's there to provide that.
What type of tips has he given you that has kind of already shown itself?
I mean, I would say, but you know, got to keep that confidence for game day.
Watching Deshaun all summer, I mean, he doesn't have to catch the ball to have an effect on the offense or on the defense you're going up against, does he? I mean, just his speed forces them to play differently.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the case for anybody I'm on the field with. I mean, Alshon, Zach, it's almost like everybody's worried about them, and like for me, it's like I come in and it's like, all right, like I got a lot more room than I'm used to. I got a lot more space. I'm a lot more comfortable because you know they're targeting and focusing on different guys, and for me, it's just like I just can go out there and just play. So it's pretty awesome because you know now it's like you know it's the reverse. Like in college, it was like okay, like they're probably going to be shadowing me, doing this, doing that. Now it's just like all right, well, like I'm just going to go out there and play because you know there's a lot of weapons on this team. They got to worry about everybody.
JJ, you played in the preseason, but any kind of different emotions settling in, knowing you're about to make your regular season debut?
No, not really. I mean, you know, I'm excited to see what the link's going to look like. You know, packed out and everybody going crazy, but. At the same time, like it's just playing football, and this is something that you know I've done since I was a little kid, and nothing changes other than the people that are watching. So I'm excited. Probably will get those you know pregame jitters, but for the most part, I'm just ready to go out there and play ball.
Eagles only have 2 tight ends on the 53-man roster. Do you feel like there's maybe an opportunity for you to be used in a more versatile way?
You know, that'll be something that the coaches will have to discuss. Whatever role they give me, you know, I'm prepared and I'm ready to take it over. But at the same time, you know, I'm excited just to see what they have in store for me and what they have planned for me and for us as an offense.
JJ, you had your first team meeting this morning. What was Doug's message to you guys?
You know, first off, he said congratulations. You know, if you're in this room, you know, you're on the team. You know, and you know, take a look around because these are the guys that we're going to be playing with for a while, and this is the guys that we want in here. That are going to be winning this game. So, you know, the message was just, you know, let's start getting, you know, close, start getting together, and let's do this. So, yeah, you know, it's almost just like the first team meeting ever because you look around and it's like, you know, guys are not sitting next to you that usually are. You know, some people are missing, some people are gone. So, you know, it's basically a brand new team, and we'll see what we can make out of it.
How unusual is it to be out there and then all of a sudden you're here and the season's starting? It all happened so fast.
Yeah, very, very unusual. But it's a game of football. I'm just happy to be here, happy to help this team.
What do you feel like you can contribute on special teams right off the bat?
Just speed, versatility, being able to show, go help this team make plays.
Do you expect to be able to play Sunday?
Yeah, I'm expecting to.
Okay.
Definitely.
You know anybody here, or you have any? You know, these guys?
Nah, I've been meeting the guys as I go along. I'm in a room with a bunch of great DBs, so able to learn from those guys.
Are you able to learn the special team stuff really quick? Is that easy?
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
defense? Okay.
So my coach that I just left, Coach Jeff Rogers, he taught me very well, and actually, so the special teams coach, Coach Flip, he's able to. So it's kind of like a carryover, but it's very similar.
Defense is that tough?
Defense is different, but I'm able to pick up on things very, very well, very quick. So then I'm in a room with a great defensive back group. So those guys are really showing me the ropes and helping me understand the language, the lingo. So everything's flowing pretty good.
Were you concerned coming in that you didn't have enough time to show them what kind of player you were? I mean, with cuts coming up and you just gotten here.
I wasn't concerned because of my talent level. And I'm just I just want to come compete and just help contribute to this team, make this team help and just show what my talents can do and just help elevate the team as much as I can.